welcome back to Hey It's Joy. So this is a follow-up video in regards to my cancer journey. Okay, so for those that don't know, your girl was diagnosed with colon cancer back in August of last year, and now I'm going to update you guys on where we're at in this journey. So before we get into all that, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, keep sending your well wishes. I appreciate them so very much. Make sure you guys are following me also on Instagram at oneofakind24. The link will be down below in the description box. And don't mind my shiny skin. I just did a facial for myself and it's like glowing. All right, but before we get started, first, we had a girls' night. This was 2 days before my actual surgery. We went out to eat. Food was bomb. Like, so freaking good. It was my first time here at this restaurant. Then we decided to go to the pottery place to do some pottery and painting. I've never been here before, so I was super excited to go. This was my cousin's. He is so freaking cute. Like, how cute is that? And then I did a little Frenchie. They turned out so flipping cute. I was so excited. It was so fun. Much needed. You guys. Okay, now back to the story. As y'all know, I had completed my first 6 rounds of chemo. I actually got disconnected the day before Thanksgiving. And then that following week, we did a scan to see what the chemo had done to the liver mass. It did what it was supposed to do. In August, my mass was almost at 15 centimeters. By November, it was almost down to a 9. So it did what it was supposed to do. Along with that, there was a small lesion that was kind of near my lung area. That was like 2 centimeters, nothing big. Chemo killed that completely off. That was gone. And they were just focusing on my liver mass because from my previous scan in August, that's literally where the mass was. So it's colon cancer that went to my liver and decided to marinate there. Okay. Now when they did my final scan, they did scan my whole body, like my uterus, my ovaries, my pancreas, my stomach, anywhere up in this area they scanned. Okay, what they did not do was a scope, and they should have. Why? We're gonna get into why. But they went off my scan, saw that it shrunk. That's what they wanted to see. Boom, surgery gets scheduled. Right? They decided to schedule it 2 weeks after Thanksgiving from the date that I went and got my scan, rather. So it ended up being December 12th was my surgery date. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is what I've been waiting for. Boom. Go to the hospital. And you guys will see, I got some clips and things for you guys that I'm going to plug in here. Went to the hospital, got all situated and things, and woke up. They told me they didn't do nothing. What? But they cut me all the way open, but couldn't do anything. My surgeon was not happy. He was mad. And this is why they should have did a scope. I didn't know anything about a scope. I ain't never had cancer. I've never had to be alongside somebody that had cancer. So I didn't know what the heck was going on. But they should have did a scope. And if they had done the scope, they would have found what my surgeon found when he opened me up. So inside, they found just a couple, like 3, 4, of like, I mean, so small. Like, so small. I'm talking about like smaller than a penny. Probably even smaller than a dime. And they were in my abdominal wall. Not my actual stomach, but on my abdominal wall. So, being that it was found on my abdominal wall, they can no longer do surgery. So they pretty much cut me open for nothing.
Nigga!
And baby, this process from healing from this cut has been way more stressful than any chemo session I have done yet. Just saying. Like, it wasn't a small cut, y'all. This was 55 staples, okay, of my stomach. That started from the middle of my chest, like not up in here, but further down, and went all the way down into like a complete L. And you guys will see in the clips, okay? Yeah. So, woke up to not great news. I was expecting to say, hey, you know, surgery went great, blah, blah, blah. We get the tumor out, boom, road to recovery, right? So, now that those little ones were there, and they believe that they were there all along, and that because I started chemo so quickly, the chemo attacked those as well and shrunk them down so small. So, I don't believe that they were even like big from the jump. There were just a couple extra lesions that were around that just got missed, unfortunately. So with that being said, I do have to go back on chemo. They're putting me back on the same chemo that I had before, so I already know my side effects. I know how my body's going to feel. Cool. Which is also the mildest chemo that they have, and it's doing its job, so that's great. So my oncologist wants to put me back on there for another 3 months, so I'll do another 6 rounds. He is going to add in an additional drug. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'll just put it on the screen. That's going to start on my 2nd round. And basically what that drug does, it basically kills the cells and stops it from growing anywhere else, pretty much. It's attacking the cells and it's attacking the vessel. Now, this particular drug is literally going to be going directly to my liver, but not harming my liver. My liver is fine. My liver is functioning fine. Nothing wrong with my liver at all. It is literally just going to attack that mass cells that are in there and stop it from doing any more growth. Okay. So I'm going to do another 3 rounds. So sometime in March, I'll do another scan, and that sucker's going to be down. I already know. And then we'll see from there. Now, my dosage, as far as like how often I will have to go for chemo moving forward after March, can be significantly shrunk down. I won't have to go every 2 weeks. I may only have to go like maybe once a month. The goal is to get this thing down to like 1. But I'm telling you guys, y'all have seen my journey. Y'all have seen how I've been handling this, how I've been maneuvering through this entire process, right? The doctor, because I asked him, I said, okay, so what is the whole, like, what do you guys, like, what do you see in regards to, like, me being, like, in remission, meaning cancer-free, right? He's like, well, we don't likely have a case where it's completely gone. As soon as he finished that sentence, y'all, I promise you, my hand to freaking God, I instantly heard likely. Like, it was like right here in my ear, it said likely. I promise y'all, and I've been saying this from the jump, your girl is going to be a rare case that is going to beat colon cancer. Okay? I'm telling y'all. This is what he's telling me. So, I'm not And like, I'm not going up against him, period. He said I'm likely. I'm likely. Bam. It is what it is. So your girl is feeling okay. I'm feeling like myself, as y'all can see. I'm my joyful self. I'm still healing up in regards to these stitches. To these staples. Now, we're going to get back to these staples, I promise you, because this is where it's going to go a little crazy. Okay? And if you're a person that don't really like looking at, like blood and like incisions, you might just want to cut it off right now, because hopefully YouTube don't block it out. But anyway, I get home, and mind you, my plan was they had me planning to stay in the hospital for like 4 days. But because they didn't do anything, your girl went home the next day. My doctor came in. He said, hey, can you get up and walk? I said, yeah. I was walking the next day. I was in a lot of pain. But I was still able to walk. I wasn't like dizzy or anything like that. I was eating, and I had went to the bathroom. So they were like, okay, do you want to go home? I sure do. Send me home. A week and a half later, I was back in my doctor's office because those staples were so terrible. It was preventing me to walk correctly. Like, your girl couldn't stand straight up. I was like this, walking. Okay. It gave me significant back pain. Like, significant. And I already suffered from sciatica. So that was enough. I said, listen, we got to do something, because this ain't it. So I went to the doctor's office, and he said, you know what, I cannot take them all out. You're only 10 days in, and I don't want to risk the fact of it reopening. I said, okay, well, what can you do? Because your girl can't walk. I can't sleep. I can't get comfortable. Like, I'm just in constant pain. And I'm not a person that relies on like taking pills. Although they did give me oxy and muscle relaxers to go home with. But I wasn't relying on that. I don't like taking pills, period. Okay, so he was like, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go every other staple. So he took out every other staple. Right? Mind you, I had 55 in there now. So he took every other one out. About 3 days later, 3 sections decided to open back up. Y'all, it was 2 here, and it was 1 towards the bottom of my stomach. Baby. And I'm not talking about like, oh, like a little split, like a little cut. No. We're talking about all the way open. Like, it was a dark hole where you can see down there. If you put a light, you probably can see my insides. Like, it was that bad. Okay. 3 sections. Okay. So now I gotta nurse these sections we're like pushing it together with the butterfly band-aids, trying to keep it closed, ointment, keeping it clean. I don't want no infection, nothing. Okay. Shout out to my cousin Tasha, because Lord, she was on it. Okay. And because I couldn't do it. Like, I just could not do it. She had to do it. So she kept dressing it and undressing it and making sure, like, and then I literally just didn't move. Like, I literally just laid in the bed and watched TV. Like, that's all I really do. I wasn't trying to walk. I couldn't go up and down stairs. Like, I couldn't do any of that. I barely could be able to go to the bathroom, like, without assistance, right? So we're nursing those up. He's like, all right, we're going to come back in a week. Come back in a week. That week then turned into another week. They didn't want to take him out. I literally started crying. Like, I literally broke down on Christmas Day because I was so miserable because of these staples. Like, and if you know me, I am not a person that will literally like break down and cry off of something. Like, that's just not me. I'm not a crier. So if I'm crying, it's a problem. Okay? So that week turned into another week. Went back. the last week. And he's like, okay, the staples are pretty much not holding anything else in place. So some places started to form scabs, which is what they wanted. So we're going to take all the staples out. Cool. Yes. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I want it out. Y'all, take the staples out. There's one section that there was a scab. You know how you have a scab? And if you move it or pick it too soon, it pretty much starts the whole process over again, or start bleeding, or whatever's underneath there will just reopen. Yeah. But this one was bad. This one was real bad. This sucker opened up so deep. I am not lying to you guys. If you was to put my pinky like in here, I promise you it would cover like that much of my entire pinky. That's my whole nail, you guys. Where's my dang camera? That's my whole nail. That's deep, bro. And then it went this way. It went long ways, and it went wide, and it went long. Y'all, I didn't realize how deep it was until I got home, and my cousin I laid down on the bed, and I like looked down. Y'all, this was like a never-ending thing for me. I'm still walking around with a opening this wide right now. It's not as deep. It's going up. It's like layers going up. And then once it gets to a specific height, then it's going to close and then form the scab. Baby, I'm over it. Over it. Like, then it don't stop there, y'all. Then my side was looking hella funny. Like, my stretch marks were more stretched. My side was really, really hot. And I'm like, and if you look at it in the mirror, it looked like there was an indentation there. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So while we were in that doctor's office, when he took all of the staples out, I asked him about it. Turns out, it's all fluid. The blood didn't know where to go, so it decided to go over here on my side and sit there. So I gotta let that absorb. It's about 85% gone as of right now. But I had to deal with that too. I'm over here freaking out. Not freaking out, but trying to figure out like, why? Why is this happening? What's going on? So got that taken care of. But your girl is doing a lot better. I feel totally better since the staples are out. I don't want to see no staples. I don't want staple paper. I don't want to go to the store staples. I don't want to see a staple for the rest of my life. Okay? Period. I'm over staples. So, I thank you guys so much for all the love and continuous pour out that you guys and check-ins and all that. I've been getting cards. I've been getting gift baskets. Like, I love you guys so much. I thank you guys so much. It is truly, truly appreciated. Just keep praying for your girl, because trust me, I'm telling y'all, God got me, period. Okay? So we're going to do 3 more months, and then we're going to see where we at. So I'm going to give you guys an update once I get the other scan. But again, if you want to get the more recent updates, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at oneofakind24. The link is downstairs. The link is down below in the description box, and I'll probably put it on the screen somewhere too. But I love you guys. I know this update is pretty late, but your girl had to get it together, okay? Like, I'm still on some limitations. Like, I can't bend all the way over, so I had to get it together. But I got it. I got it here for you guys. So we'll do another update in March. That's if you guys don't get it first on Instagram, because they get it first. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below. Until next time, guys. I love y'all. Make sure you guys are conquering yourself before you conquer the day. Love y'all.